Hey everyone, happy Monday, and today I'm going to be doing a book review on Hughes Has Sex Sometimes, and that's by Jules Moulin, and I'm sure I did not say that correctly, but there it is, all in its glory, so you can tell me how to actually say it. Now, if I was going to rate this book, I would give it a 6 out of 10 because, I mean, it was good, it was okay, but it wasn't something I would probably ever read again. So I'll just go ahead and start with the things I didn't like about the book, and then I'll move into the things that I did like. First off, I don't necessarily like the way that the writer writes. The dialogue to me doesn't flow as well as I think normal conversation would, and it's hard to even explain that without giving an example, but I can't do that because this is actually an advanced reader copy, so I'm not allowed to do that. For example, it would be like, oh, I went to the store, the store where Chelsea met Jim. That's a really bad representation. It's just kind of like you say something and then you talk about it more, but it's unnecessary, I guess. That's the way I portray it, and whenever I think of this style of writing and the way that it's portrayed, I always think of The Secret Life of the American Teenager, because the dad would always talk that specific way. Like, he would say something and then reiterate it kind of, and I don't know why, but that just drove me absolutely nuts. And I noticed that with our writing, which, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of. Now, even though that I'm not the biggest fan of it, other people might actually prefer that way of writing. And I mean, this chick went to Columbia University, and she has a master's. Clearly she knows what she's doing. She's a published author, so I'm not going to talk that much smack about it. It's just not my preferred way to read writing. The second thing that I didn't necessarily like too much was the storyline, kind of. Basically, you have a woman, she kind of falls in love with someone, and then 10 years goes by, they rekindle their fire, but they fall in love over a weekend. So it's okay storyline, but to me, it's not realistic to fall in love over a weekend. Then again, I don't believe in love at first sight, so therefore, I guess, within itself, I'm already knocking out the idea as being impossible. And specifically, the way that I describe this is that the books I've been reading lately, these people are getting into relationships and falling into love faster than my fingernail paint chips. And it's accurate, because that's exactly what happened. Like, one weekend to fall in love with someone, I don't think it's possible. I could be wrong. I am a hopeless romantic, but then again, like I said, I don't believe in love at first sight, so take it as you will. Okay, so those are the two things I didn't necessarily like so much about the book. Now, the two things I did like about the book. First, consistent characters. At no point did the characters stray away from who they were as a character. It was consistently, they stayed in line with who they were supposed to be, who Jules intended for them to be, and I like that a lot. The mom, for example, she had this one specific way. She was very, almost uptight. She was very concerned about everything, and she was consistently like that the entire time. I liked it. The other thing is that I feel there was a lot of great transitions, because the book, it goes from the present and then it goes back to 10 years, and that's how you get the story. It goes from past the present, and you eventually just put all the pieces together. And I think that was actually very well done, because also at no point was I confused about what was going on. I was able to keep up, and I think it flowed very well. Everything kind of came in at the right time. Like, you learn the information at the correct moment. So I enjoyed that. It was very good outlining on her part. She did a great job. So while I didn't necessarily like the writer's style of writing, and I think that things happen too fast, and falling in love in a weekend I don't think is reasonable, but whatever, I did like the fact that there were consistent characters and that there were great transitions within the book. So overall, I would give it a 6 out of 10. I'm glad I read it. No regrets. It was a great plane ride book, I will admit. And that's my review for Hughes Has Sex Sometimes by Jules Moulin.